What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Lovely Intuitive Soul Divine. It is your girl, Lovely, and I am back to do another general reading for the collective. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I cuss, okay? So if you don't like cussing, baby, this is not the channel for you. If you don't like somebody who's going to tell you what you need to hear and not what you want to hear, baby, this is not the channel for you. I am goofy as a motherfucker. I talk with my hands, okay? I sing off key too, baby. I laugh all the time, okay? I like to have a good time in general, but I am also here for a higher purpose. I'm here to continue on my healing journey, making sure I'm giving you all clear guided messages. Hopefully, this helps you all on your healing journey. So, any advice, any guidance you get out of these readings, take what resonates out of them and leave the rest, okay? Do not force it to fit because if it's not your story, it's not your story. All of my readings are timeless in general, so please keep that in mind. And to my returning subscribers, baby, welcome the motherfucker back. Y'all, baby, we back again. Okay, we growing, man. We vibing out in this bitch. I appreciate y'all coming back and fucking with your girl. You know, I'm always gonna come back and fuck with y'all because the love is too real, baby. You fucking with me. I'm fucking with y'all, and what's understood don't need to be explained, baby. I love y'all, okay? More than y'all will ever know. And y'all know, honey, is always and forever. I'm going to stay in my vibe. So let's go ahead and get into this shuffle. Ooh, lose control, Silk. Baby, they about to lose control. All right? Don't make this be a carryover, okay? They said they want to lose control. They cannot resist you no more. They're coming. Okay, they be trying to control themselves. That's like they want to touch you. They want to be around you. They want to speak to you. Like they said, you have this guard up. Okay, they want you to let loose. Okay, they want you to receive them. Okay, so this person, they've been building up a lot of emotions for you, and they about to lose control. Okay, they can't take the shit no more. Is what is they can't take it no more. Okay, so y'all definitely could be separated, or y'all just have not spoke to each other in a little bit, and they've been definitely thinking about you. Okay, listen, they in there, they thinking about you, and it's like they haven't spoke up and just told you how they really fucking feel, and it's like they just need to do it. Like they just need to do it. It's like they're convincing themselves to, like, it's like they're trying to talk themselves out of it because they don't want to come reckless, but then in the same sense, it's like they can't keep holding it in. Whoever this is, they've been holding it in for so long. It's like, damn, they just want you to know how they really feel about you. They want you to know the truth. Okay, so that's what we're picking up on. So let's see what's going on. Okay, yeah, strictly sexual. Yeah, because they made you feel like it was nothing but sex. Okay, this could have just been a strictly sexual connection though. Like y'all fucked around a few times. Don't force it to fit, but they weren't giving you anything else. Okay, so you definitely could have kept it in that energy that it was strictly sexual. It wasn't going nowhere. You guys were not going further. That's what they showed you. So you could have just lost interest. Okay, like that's not your speed, right? You trying to look for something more, something deep, something solid. Okay, but they were playing a game. Like I said, it could be a player. Okay, so anyway, a player wants to fall in love with you. They're losing control of who they were, right? Which was a player. They were a player. All right, now they losing control. They can't take it because you done did something to them. Okay, they're losing control. They can't resist you. They cannot stop thinking about you. They just don't want you to continue to view them as somebody that just wanted your body because they're literally in love with you. Like that's what it's given. Okay, so anyway, thank you, Spirit. Go ahead and protect me, the collective. Let's see what else we got going on in the energy. I hope you all are doing well and enjoying your day. Yeah, different pages. That's why I can't make it up. That's what I just said, though. Yeah, because that's not what you were looking for. That's not your speed. Okay. So when they were treating you like this, it's like y'all could have had conversations, and you could have felt like it could go deep. Like it's almost like a carryover. Like it could go deep, but you wanted more. They were not trying to get more from you at that time. Y'all were not on the same page. Okay. So you wouldn't even expect this person to feel this way about you. That's what I'm getting. You wouldn't even expect them to feel any type of way because it's just kind of like that's kind of what they wanted, and you knew you wanted more, so you just didn't really give them a lot of attention. You just didn't keep entertaining it. Okay, you knew that you wanted something more solid. You were really working on yourself on how to align with your morals and values because that matters. So you're kind of living a lonely life, whoever I'm picking up on, because you're not budging these days when it comes to what you want out of a relationship. You ain't budging. Okay. Yep. Vulnerability. So, at one point in time, you and this person had got to a place of vulnerability. Like, you can trust them. And for you, that was a little unsafe. Okay. Because they were very open to keep their options open. It was not something that they were trying to hide. Okay. But it for you, it was like you were too comfortable to speak to them, and knowing that, they were not somebody that you could fully just let it down with, actually confide in, and feel vulnerable, safe, like you can trust them because they were exploring their options. Okay, is what I'm getting, baby. Yeah, obstacles. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they made it hard for you to completely open up to them. Okay, so you started focusing on yourself. Yeah, like they should have spoke up. Okay, it's like they were bottling it up. They were trying to play this, oh, like, yeah, I don't want nothing serious. And it's almost like you matched them on that, like, yeah, I'm not looking for nothing serious too. Okay, we kind of see where it go, maybe not. Okay, but you were wanting to take your time with it to make it lead towards more. So when you were opening up and being vulnerable with them, and they still kind of weren't giving that reciprocal energy of wanting to build it to the next thing, you just didn't really give them a lot of energy. You really started clearing your energy field when it came to this person, because it was so easy to be open to them, but you knew that you couldn't trust them. Okay, they definitely had a player vibe. So they were never going to express how they really felt about you. And they were also worried about their finances. You could have been worried about your finances as well. Like, you focused on yourself and your finances. Like, you don't see yourself being with anybody while you're working on your finances, right? You had to, prioritize what's important. Okay. So it really gives you and this person here, y'all have had obstacles separately. Okay. And you weren't trying to do obstacles together. Okay. If you understand, like, there, you weren't trying to do obstacles together because you had your own shit that you had to focus on and worry about. It's just that they made you feel in that way that you could be so open and, honest with this person, but it was not, enough to where you felt that you could trust that what you said to them was solid, or that it was going to stay between y'all, because y'all were not in a relationship. They didn't owe you that. But it was almost like you felt you were doing too much. You were overplaying your part, like, to sum it up. So you started focusing on your finances. Okay. Yeah. Freak Me from Silk. It's like they got this strong sexual energy from, like, for you though. Okay. Like, but it was not just the sex. It's like that they want to come back and just tell you that, yeah, they didn't know how to handle the emotions that they had for you. And every time y'all laid down, they fell deeper in love. Like, the connection was very intense. Okay. But for you, it was just like, I don't want to overplay my part again. You were focusing on, and still are focusing on, somebody that aligns with your morals and values. So we know what season it is right now. And yes, there it could be the same person from a carryover, but it could be a different person that's wanting to come forward and express how they actually truly felt about you, though. That it was not you, okay? Like, it was not you. They didn't want to give you they didn't want to give you what you needed at that time, but you have been protected. Okay, you've been protected. Okay, that, yes, you can be vulnerable in certain situations with certain people, but as well, though, that your trusting was being guided towards you, that you open up and be vulnerable when you feel safe to do so. You've actually learned that, okay, throughout your experiences, to know that you have to feel safe, because you really absorb energy, whoever I'm picking up on. And when it becomes too much, you're not really focusing on yourself anymore, right? You're focusing on everybody else and their things, and them being vulnerable and opening up and giving you a lot of things to carry on, while you're trying to overcome your own obstacles. Focus on yourself again, like thinking before you speak type thing, like that, not necessarily overplaying your part anymore. Okay, that you want to feel safe in who you have around you, who you're speaking to, who you're dealing with, just period. Yeah, go slow. Okay, so you got somebody in your energy that wants to come towards you, and take their time to get to know you. It could definitely be this person, because they are absolutely losing control, but I'm also getting it's somebody else too, that you have a couple of options. Okay, that definitely wants to date you though, but you're only trusting what's being aligned with you. Okay, where you feel safe enough to, okay, we could go out. Like I feel comfortable. We could see. We could take our time with it. Okay? But it's not nothing that you're focused on right now. So yeah, you definitely got people in your energy that feel like they're gonna lose control. Somebody that was strictly sexual. Okay, y'all were not on the same page. They did not have, a connection going longer or going. They probably can't even get their words together because when they come back to try to explain this, how they've been feeling about you the whole time, you're gonna look at them like they're crazy because they didn't show you that, they didn't give you that. Okay, like it was not that. It was just y'all. It was really cool to chill with them. Like that's what I'm getting. Like y'all really could just get along and talk about anything type shit though. They were never going to openly express that. They had shit that they needed to handle with themselves. So they've been building up all these emotions for you, okay? They wanted to be a player. They wanted to keep their options openly. Like, you both didn't have that. Let's go into this relationship and be exclusive. You both didn't have that. What it was for you is that as long as you're honest, then, I'm going to move how I want to move. The problem came is that they didn't want you to move how you wanted to move, right? They didn't want you to do that. They wanted you to always come to them, confide, show them that I'm the number one. Like, it was a little too much on they players. Like they was trying to go against you, like player to player type shit. Like who's pulled the most? I need to know who you talking to as well. Like, it was too much and it wasn't worth it. It was, you were overplaying your part and you realized it, you recognized it. Yeah, let's chill, guy. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all chilled and you guys could just really let your guards down with each other, have a good time, but shit, in the same sense, okay, it's like, you can't just keep doing that strictly sexual shit for so long without catching no feelings. Okay, and this person, they try to deny it, is what it's given. Yeah, retreat. They ran. They ran. They ran. They felt like you was the ultimate player, though. Also, is what I'm getting to. Like, they feel like you a player, though. That you just like them. Literally just like me. Okay, is that Jamie Foxx? I think, maybe. I'm not for sure. I'll say, if you know it, put it in the comments. But, yeah, they coming to apologize. I'm telling you, they can't take it no more. They can't resist no more. They have to speak up on how they have been feeling about you. It's like they don't. It's like even if you don't take this person back, confirmation, if you just heard my phone go off, they could text you. They could send you a message, kind of, hey, I just want to express my apologies. Like, because for real, I felt what you felt. I just didn't know how to turn off who I am. It's like they have to change their pattern. That's not nothing that you can make this person do. What they did respect about you is that, yeah, y'all had a lot of openness when it came to, they knew you could possibly meet somebody else. You knew they could possibly meet somebody else too, okay? That you were not trying to cloud this person in, but that was when you were not completely focused on yourself. You were not doing the self-care. You were not realizing that you deserve so much more, okay, than somebody that just wants sex-based anything with you. Because you're really deep at the end of the day. You really like to connect. And they knew that, though, okay? They had no business trying to put you in that category. And they realize it now. They realize it now. But they fucked it up, baby. Yeah. Because they could have some addictions. They could have codependencies. They're literally addicted to you now, though. They want to apologize, okay, for trying to play the game of thinking to get you obsessed with them type thing, because they're used to being chased. They're a player. They can always, turn and go to the next thing, okay? It's like they met they match when they met you. Like they met they match. You were different from the others, okay? You completely stood out, all right? I'm saying, as I should have said earlier, click off if you're not feeling this, okay? Yep, different pages came back out. Past life love. So it's like y'all were very familiar. You feel like you knew them already. It was too easy to connect. That's why you didn't feel safe, because you could see yourself falling in love with this person. Whoever I'm picking up on, you could have saw yourself fall in love with this person, though. Okay, but you guys were not on the same page. They could not give you what you wanted, okay? You had to start realizing that, okay, that you deserve so much more than just being a what if, okay? You ain't nobody's what if. You the one and only, all right? And you have learned to carry yourself that way, okay? And it's like they could remember you in a past life type shit that you was a boss, okay? That you was out here bossing already. Like they remember it. Like they remember they was next to you type shit. You know, it's just like it's too familiar, okay, in an uncomfortable way for this person. But you left because you didn't feel safe, okay? Yeah, they're a true love though. They want to come back and show you and apologize to you about everything. They want to lay it all out there, okay? How they even had that notion that they thought that you was playing them at one point in time. Like you literally, they could not figure you out. Whoever I'm picking up on, they could not figure you out. They could not get to the point of what are you really doing here? What game are you playing? They're used to playing a game. You said I don't come with games. I don't play games because you really will crash out. Whoever you will crash out. Like you don't play those games because you know where it can take you. Okay, it never ends good. All right, you know that. You're very aware of that, though. It's just you were spreading yourself really thin with your energy and just, over appeasing everybody at one point in time. Even this person, just because you wanted to deal with them how you wanted to deal with them as well. Like, you guys were very open about what it was. It was just feelings started getting involved. Okay, so you could have definitely pulled away as well. You both could have self-sabotaged this too, is what I'm getting. They do want to chill with you. They do want to apologize though, because literally though, the foundation was getting laid because y'all were building a friendship. Okay, for you, it's almost like they kind of fucked the friendship up too. Is also what I'm getting. Yeah, the Empress, because they fumbled you. You know what I mean? You observed that though. You realize that yes, you can be vulnerable, right? That you can be open, right? But you have to protect yourself though. You have to recognize and use your discernment on who you're allowed to be vulnerable with, that you can feel completely open with. At one point in time, you could have saw yourself being completely open with this person. Now that you don't really speak too much, okay? So, if they reach out, right, and you decide to entertain the conversation, you would just listen, is what I'm getting. Take you a few days to maybe even want to react, because kind of what I'm getting here in this situation in particular, it was just like they didn't even have to do that when it was so open. Like you guys were like, it was, y'all talked about a lot of shit. Like whoever, y'all talked about a lot of shit. Like it was open. Y'all would talk about people flirting with you and shit. Y'all was open. So you just like when it went left, I don't understand. Like what? I don't understand. Like. And you started focusing on yourself, like I can't keep doing, I don't want to be just sleeping around with people, and that's all I'm giving all my energy to this. You started working on yourself. What you did is you started taking accountability, and you're now in your divine energy. You started taking, you can't keep pointing the finger right at everybody else, until you take accountability for yourself. You started realizing that, yeah, I mean, for real, yes, you can be open, but at the end of the day, you do want somebody who is going to devote themselves to you. The game gets old, okay? It gets old. People will play it for their whole lives. We know that though. But for you in particular, it's getting old, okay? When you were dealing with this person, that's old. Like, I don't want to keep it opening up and expressing myself to people and they keep letting me down. And you said, I don't want to do that. So you watch. Okay, you said it's a lonely life, but you'd rather have it that way until you get what you desire. Okay, period. Yeah, King of Pentacles. They want to come showing you. They want to look at it. They want to come showing you that they want you to see them as that person that will dedicate themselves to you and give you stable foundation. Okay, make you actually feel safe. Like they want to show you how solid they can be. Okay, that you can be open with them. If they had insecurities, okay, yeah, they wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups. They had insecurities though, whoever this is. Yeah, and their guard was all the way up as well as yours is now. Your guard was not up, okay, then. It is now. All right. They see you as wish fulfillment. All I do is think of you from truth. Day and night. That's all they do. They can't get you off their mind. Like they're losing control. They can't resist you no more. They just they really want you. They want you, but you're gonna hear an apology from this person. And it could be through message, okay? They really want to hear your voice, is what I'm getting to. Yep, listen, we got the Seven of Swords in the reverse, okay, with the obstacles, okay? It's like, you avoided the obstacles, like you started listening to your conscience, but so is this person, though. They started overcoming those obstacles, the things that were unhealed. They started recognizing that, taking accountability for where they was fucking up at. That's why they really want to apologize to you, because there was no reason for them to think that you were playing games with them. That was their own insecurities. I mean, you bad as a motherfucker, though. Like, literally, though, you have a dope ass personality. You are on point. Like, you're very intelligent. Like, you can carry a conversation. Okay, you got a way with words. Whoever I'm picking up on, that'll talk a motherfucker out they draws, they pen, whatever. You could do whatever you want with your words. Okay, you could be a motivational speaker. You could be an influencer. Okay, your voice carries weight. Whoever I'm picking up, your voice carries weight. All right, and that's why they have this intimidation behind you as well. That's not just them, but that's others, though. Your voice carries weight. Okay, and you're being guided. If you ain't being seen to speak, you need to. Okay, because that's how powerful you are right now. Powerful. Okay, yeah, that's how powerful you are. But it's like they started listening to their conscience, though. Okay, and being honest about the obstacles that they had. Okay, wanting to apologize and really explain to you and take accountability, though. But because Seven of Swords in the reverse is also accountability, though. Okay, you took accountability for where you were causing the obstacles in this situation. You should have just left them alone. You should have just left them where they were at. And if it was going to be guided back to you, then that is that. You understand that now, okay? But at that time, no, it was just you were enjoying it. You were living in that moment and you were doing what you was doing. And so were they, okay? It's just for you, it threw you for a loop that they tried to, maybe even downplay you at one point in time. It just was, yeah, you did too much. All right. It's time for you to start being honest, baby. Yeah. And you really started focusing and protecting your heart. Okay. Your cup is closed, Queen of Cups, because you know how emotional and sympathetic that you are to people, though. And you had to start doing that toward with yourself. You see, she's looking at self-care, okay? Because that's what you're looking at. You're looking at healing your heart, though. Okay, really realizing that you deserve so much more, that you have so much value. Damn, like how people see you, your spirit guides, angels, and your ancestors, they want you to see yourself how all of these people see you, especially in this time where thoughts are running wild, where everybody's got the thoughts and reminiscing about how things were good, and then how you were good even though you feel like you're fucking flawed, right? Everybody has their flaws, but you're learning to accept them now. Okay, you're learning to accept that even though you had that place where you could be openly vulnerable with somebody, that sometimes you don't want to sacrifice yourself, okay, to have that, right? And not getting what you deserve. Knowing your self-worth, right? Knowing your value. Yeah, Eight of Swords. Like, and it was so much easier when you got out of your head about it, too, about trying to, keep it on that page of, wanting this person to just be honest, but they weren't. So at that time, you were overthinking and trying to control the narrative to make them be completely honest with you. Okay. About it would never go that way, even if so, right? It's just the honesty you felt was lacking. Okay. All the things your man won't do, Joe. Okay. Yeah. I said there was others because there's somebody else in your energy too. You've been really just loving on yourself and building your emotional strength, though, and it's got people looking at you. Okay, yeah, I can. Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. You start putting down the burdens of others. Okay, making yourself feel safe with yourself. Okay, really being guided to invest in yourself. It was long overdue. It was long overdue for you to do so. Okay, yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Listen, and everything is working out for you because you changed that pattern. You actually changed your mindset, though. So success is coming your way. This is coming back around full circle, though, too, with you and this person and this apology that they're coming with. Okay, they said they've been too long of them holding this shit back, like they can't keep doing it, though. Okay, they feel it will be successful, that this apology that they give you will be successful. That you would want to start over, okay? Because that's what they want. They want you to start over with them, though. Okay, what we got? Yeah, two. We got the Two of Wands and the Five of Swords, though. Okay, they're surrendering. They're surrendering. They said they surrendered to your love. I'll make you surrender They said, to my loving baby. They said you calling them in, you making them surrender. They surrender. They chose you. They said they want you and them against the world. They want to come apologizing because for real, you was solid from the jump though. They had no reason. There was no reason. It was too open. Like it was too real. Like this is who I'm picking. It was too real for them to move the way they move with you, but they were not healed enough to understand that, right? They're used to people, they're a player. They're used to people chasing them. They're used to getting their way some way, or just, backing up a little bit, coming back when they want to have that door open like a revolving door. You ain't nobody's revolving door. You made that clear. And whoever I'm picking up on, yeah, you did what you did with them, but you don't never stay held on or stuck to anybody. Okay, you literally make this person lose their breath, though. Like they gasping for air, okay? They gasping for air because they pray that everything will turn in full circle and they can get this reunion with you, the way that they want it, because they did have that desire to change, okay, and surrender to positive change. And they see it with you. You brought it out of them. You were so honest with them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what because you were so honest with them. And I think that's what puts you in this place of listen, like I know my worth now, and I think you coming back might not even be worth it. Okay, because you are very much so focused on yourself. Yeah, that's the truth. With the Ace of Swords, you really got clarity that you guys were not on the same page and that you do remember this connection at a soul level. Okay, but the truth has to be behind that. The honesty, the accountability, okay, the honest communication is really where y'all lacked at. Okay, you wanted them to be completely honest, and I'm also getting that maybe they just didn't want to hurt your feelings, like they felt that you were falling too. Whoever I'm picking up on, you definitely fell first. Okay, you fell first, and they felt it. They saw it. They felt your soul too. Okay. They're gonna, I'm telling you, whoever I'm picking up on, if you are open to hear this apology from them, they're going to give you that confirmation that you have been knowing you ain't crazy. Yeah, you're not crazy. Okay. They love your ass. Like you're not crazy. They know that there's something in you. It is something about you they can't shake. They know it. Okay? They know it. They got clarity about it. They know that y'all were not ready for each other at that time. Now. They didn't know it then. Okay? They do know it now. Yeah. They in their head something crazy. Like I said, they can't resist. It's just like, what do I do? What do I say? That's what do I do? What do I say? How do I do this? How I tell you you the love of my life though, and I really am sorry that we literally was like best friends though. Okay, they was literally like your best friend. Okay, that's what I'm getting. It never rains in Southern California. You could be from Southern California. They could be. Okay, we got love. Yeah, baby, listen, they're in love with you. They cannot help themselves. They can't sleep at night without you by their side. They miss you. Yeah, they want you by their side for life. They want you laying right next to them. Okay, wake up, you there. Okay, y'all doing y'all daily routine together. Like they want daily routines. They in love with you. They're overly in love with you, and it's just like they love that you loving yourself because you know they watching you. You said not today. Yeah, it ain't gonna be easy. Listen, it's like whoever I'm picking up on, you have these boundaries set with this person, and it's like you could be open to hear their apology, but you're gonna be guarded as fuck. Like, not today, okay? What do you want? Okay, that's who I'm picking up on. It's like you'll be open. That's why I have said, in that Empress energy, if they reach out and you do receive it, you would just listen. Okay, and you're even being guided to just listen and process it, okay, because this is not going to be easy for you, whoever I'm picking up on. Okay, just because you do have this disconnect with them, you feel them at a soul level though. Okay, it's going to be hard for you to deny it though, but that's why you have the boundaries that you have in place now. Like your discernment is definitely going to play a key factor with this person and their apology. Okay, slow down, go slow, process it. Okay, don't give them a direct answer until you feel comfortable to do so. You definitely don't want to act out of your emotions. You definitely need to stay in your logic. But whoever I'm picking up on, I know you know that. Okay, yeah, teddy bear. I'm telling you, they interested in you. They are absolutely interested in you. Okay, they want to date you again. Okay, and then we got the girl with the snake and poker face. Okay, so one of the obstacles that they dealt with is that they got charmed. Okay, and the player got plate. Okay, the player got plate. All right, and they want to be honest about that. Okay, that the player got played. Okay, and they tried to move on from you and got played and got charmed by somebody though. All right. And they're not really showing their hand right now. They hiding that shit though. They done set boundaries with people, but they're taking risks though too to overcome these obstacles. It's time for them to be honest about everything with you. There's a lot of things that you don't know, and they want you to hear everything that they went through during this time that y'all have been separated and why this apology is needed. Yeah, soulmates. I'm telling you, they feel you at a soul level. They're overcoming these obstacles and not showing you anything now because they want to come in and give it you the shebang. All right, that's a shebang. They want to come giving you everything, and it's worth the chance. Them telling their truth to you is worth it. They said it's worth the risk. It's worth taking the chance. Okay, yeah, we got separation. This is too much trying to come out. We got separation that tried to come out. Okay, yeah, mask. Like they're pretending and shit, like to the world. You know what I'm saying? They not really letting nobody know that they literally could probably be crying over you right now. Okay, they hiding their hand. All right, even if y'all still follow each other on social media, you know what I'm saying? They be posting stuff. That shit is a facade. Okay, that's a facade because they losing control or they can't keep that mask up too much longer to the world. The whole world, they about to shout to the rooftop that they in love with you. That's what it's giving, baby. Yeah, listen, Rising Phoenix. Okay, self care. You done came from the ashes, baby. Okay, listen, you went through your ego death. Okay, that part of that took you there to learn that value of what you deserve. Okay, when it comes to a relationship. Okay, we got Beauty from Drew Hill. Okay, listen, they said you and love are the same. Literally, you and love are the same. Okay, you done stole their heart. All right, because you changed your mind. Okay, you decided to put yourself in a new phase. Okay, you've renewed yourself and you've grown. Okay, this person, this is what they want to do with you though. We got the engagement ring. Like they want to build this connection all the way to union for eternity. Okay, for eternity. They want a higher level of commitment. They want to work it all the way up to where it gets to that point that they definitely want to put a ring on it. All right, or however it fits in your life. It's forever the genders. It doesn't really matter, but they see themselves completely getting into a partnership with you and making this a union. I feel like they stutter. I feel like they can't get their words together. I feel like when they come with this, they're going to be so nervous. Okay. Yeah, but they're ascending. Listen, they feel you though. You could be feeling their energy too. Random thoughts about them. You could be seeing their name also, is what I'm getting. You could be seeing their name, honey. Okay. Telling you they want to date you and they ran from your ass. They ran from you. Yeah, telling you. They ran from you. The player, the runner, they want to date you. Okay? They definitely want to date you. They want to set a date with you. They want to meet you. Okay? They want to meet you. And it's like they have a lot of intensity. They ran because of the intensity of this connection. And really because y'all were on different pages, but they felt the soul connection with you. Okay? Like they definitely felt it, but they ran. They needed to get that clarity. Y'all needed to disconnect. It needed to happen. It definitely needed to happen. It put you in the rising phoenix though. Okay? You started ascending when you really started focusing on loving yourself more, putting more into yourself, nurturing yourself, watering yourself. Okay, learning how to handle your emotions. To now you are so emotionally stable. People can't read you. Okay, they don't know. Are you mad? Are you gonna cry? What? I don't know what you're thinking. It's like they can't figure you out. It's not. I mean, they can't figure you out, but nobody really can. That's how solid you are right now. Unless you react or crash out, and then they see that side of you, which is a scary sight, by the way. They just see you as somebody that's very fucking predictable. Okay, partying. So this person was enjoying their single life until all of a sudden, they started really, it just started building up. Like they can't just keep doing the same thing and wanting a different result. Okay, they know in order to get something healthy, they have to work hard at it. They have to actually put the effort in. They gotta fucking try. Okay, they weren't willing to try with you then. Okay, but they're willing to try with you now. They're more than willing. They want to spend their life with you though. Okay, so we about to do the signs: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node if you're operating in it. And I only do the signs because I don't do individual sign readings anymore. So even if your sign is not caught out here, that don't mean this reading ain't hitting with you, though. Twin flame card. Union. They are being guided towards you though. Okay? They definitely want to come into union with you. They can't wait. It's like internally they can't wait to tell you how they've been feeling about you this whole time. They also know you enough to know that it's not going to be that easy, because what are words without actions, right? That's why, you're in this Empress and, observing and processing, okay, and really sitting and knowing where you're at is what's going to lead you through this connection, okay, whether you take them back or not. It's really settling it with yourself, okay, because you have came far, okay, and you could also be in your purpose though as well, okay, and you don't want that to affect it, so you're going to have to feel safe with this person. And if you do not, regardless of the soul connection that you have, that's not something that you're going to entertain. You have learned that lesson, that you're not going to try to keep watering something that does not work, that is dead, that's rooted, dried out type shit. Okay, that's the truth. Ace of Swords. You know better now. Ace of Pentacles. Like, you know that you deserve the best opportunities. You got that shit coming. Listen, because you do. Okay, you got this person coming to give you clarity and giving you gifts too. Okay, they could be a gift giver. Okay, so that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, and that's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy though. But you know what I'm saying? They could be coming in with a gift, apology, some gifts. Okay, that may not be your stilo, right? But that's just something that they are. That's part of their love language. That's who they are. But they want to give you the honest truth. Okay, they want to show you that they are in it for the long haul. They want to show you that they want to come into union with you. They definitely want to date you with the intentions to commit. And whoever this is, you're not going to expect that from them. Like, you're just not. Okay. Yeah. Knight of Swords, quick communication. They're about to come communicating with you, though. You could be a Gemini that I'm talking to or that you're dealing with, though. Like, they about to come with confidence behind it, too. It's like in their head, behind closed doors, they're all in their head about it with the Three of Swords. They're all in their head and they feeling a little hurt, okay, that they haven't reached out or talked to you sooner. Okay, so you could be a Libra that I'm talking to or that you're dealing with, but they are in their head about this though. Okay, they're gonna come to you in confidence, but on the inside they can literally be crying. Like, they can literally be crying. They want to talk to you about how it ended, is what I'm getting. Yeah, Queen of Cups. You could be a Cancer that I'm talking to or that you're dealing with. You're worth the risk. Okay, like, they see you as so loyal and loving too, and that your emotions, that you did wear them. Okay, you showed them. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why you kind of felt with this person, like how they moved with you was just kind of unjustifiable though. You were literally truly being your genuine self, and y'all talked about everything. There was nothing hidden. Okay, like, this is what I'm getting. It was so easy to talk to them in that way. So in your mind, you felt that it was building trust to commit, but you guys weren't on the same page for them to receive that. They are absolutely obsessed over you now because they understand now, they do, that they want to invest in this. And I said they're a gift giver. Okay, that's Taurus twice that I'm talking to. They want to come bringing gifts and apologies, okay, and love all over you type shit. Monica, they said they got love all over them and they want to pour it all on you. All on you. Okay, yeah, because you the sweetest thing from refugees. Okay, they said, listen, you the soft caress of happiness. Okay, the way you walk, listen, the way you dress, yeah, like everything about you is turning them the fuck on. Okay, overly, and it's been long too. Like, listen, they gonna be solid as a rock if this is a masculine. Listen, it ain't about to play with you neither. All right, and I'm pretty sure you already know that though. Whoever I'm picking up on, you already know what that is, but that's not what's keeping you around. Okay, I know that, we know that, but this is how they feel. Okay, and we know that that's not what you want, but this is how they feel about you though. Yeah, listen, and they watching you. I said that already. You could be a Taurus moon that I'm talking to, or that you're dealing with. They're watching you grow. They're watching you evolve. They're watching you love on yourself. Like, they watching you love on yourself. Okay, that you done came from the bottom. Okay, started from the bottom, now we here. Okay, listen, they could have been talking to you when you were a place where you were trying to get your finances together. Okay, gave you more of a reason that was your choice to either continue to invest in something that was not working, or giving you that nothing that you deserved, right? Or love on yourself and get yourself in a better place. That's what you did, and they've been watching you do it. Okay, Empress. Yeah, they've been watching you do this. That's Empress twice. Okay, I'm definitely talking to some divine ass people up in here. Okay, listen, this is the second read in a row, double Empress though. Definitely your discernment is top tier. This is not going to be something that you're going to have to think very hard about though, but you are being guided to process it though. You are a very observant, and you are in your logic, and you definitely need to stay there. Okay, stay there so you can understand what's being said to you, what the intentions are, okay, before you give a response. Okay, and you definitely could be honest and be like, yes, can I think about this and get back to you, because you are busy too, and definitely do that though. Okay, so that's Taurus twice, Libra twice that I'm talking to, or that you're dealing with though. Okay, you're very stable in your energy. You don't want nothing to throw that off. Yeah, Three of Swords. They want to come. They want to take you on a date, baby, and apologize to you. Okay, about how this whole situation panned out, and that they tried to get over you, they could not, and they got charmed by somebody, and they got played. The player got played. All right, and they got put in a place of heartbreak. They were a little sad. They got stabbed in the back. All right, it didn't feel too good. They remembered how they did you too. And if anything, you're the one that is very deserving of this apology that's coming your way, though. They want to give you what you know, and they know you deserve. Okay, because they feel you at a soul connection. It can't be denied, baby. Yeah, judgment. They want a reunion with you. Okay, because I love you, Lenny Williams. They unconditionally at that. That's Capricorn that I'm talking to, or that you're dealing with. You literally can't do anything wrong. You didn't even do anything wrong then. They completely fucked this up, because this is not something that had secrets. This is something y'all, they told you. You guys talked a lot. Okay, you both were keeping your options open. Like, it wasn't even like that though. It was the 180 that fucked you up. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so that's Capricorn twice. Yeah, because it's just like you're really grounded right now. Okay, and you're practical. Okay, you want the clarity. Okay, that, yeah, you want somebody to see you as a spouse, but that you don't have to chase that shit either though. Okay, yeah, Four of Wands. So you could be an Aries that I'm talking to, or that you're dealing with though, but you want somebody to be in it for the long haul and completely commit without no restrictions, without no limits. Okay, not to just let it go because it's too intense, but to see that value in you, but being realistic about where that foundation could go. And trust is a very big factor in that. And whoever I'm picking up on is like, you felt that because you guys were so open with each other, that there should not be a reason for the distrust. But then we think about how people are and their own insecurities or issues that's happened throughout their lives, not necessarily speaking up. Okay, could be one of the issues, not really being vulnerable, or learning how to be vulnerable and expressing those emotions when necessary. Okay, this person, they lack that though. But now they want to come telling you the truth about, they feel like you are in their soul, like you are part of their soul. They've been feeling you the whole time they've been gone. Okay, they definitely see you looking fucking good, and they definitely want to have this intentions from dating to commit. Okay, they want to date you and completely take the shit serious. They said it's not a game. Not anymore, it isn't. Okay, you could be a vegan, or they are a vegan. Yep, and they're rather possessive over you right now, okay, as they're watching you, wondering if you're talking to anybody, if you're dealing with anybody, okay? Like best friend, okay? Yeah, hot tempered, okay? So you even dealt with this person when they had an attitude a lot, okay? Whoever this is, you know what I'm saying? They give that they're very blunt as well, so they definitely had a temper, okay? You can get set off real quick type thing. And then that's what's crazy about it, because whoever I'm picking up on, you know, especially with you being in this Queen of Cups energy, the Empress energy though, you the way you handled when they would do their little crash outs, they never forgot that shit. Like you were so calm with them. Well, you didn't even they didn't even scare you. It's giving Beauty and the Beast. Like they was like, damn, they kind of tough. Like, wait a minute. No, you have control of your emotions. Okay, you're very balanced in that way. Yeah, Wanderlust. Yep, because this is the conversations that y'all would have. Not necessarily that they was sleeping around or anything like that, but y'all both were very open about people trying to date you or deal with you. Both ways. It was not something that was hidden. Okay, so this is not your reading if any of that comes to mind. Y'all were very open with each other. That's why it threw you for a loop, okay? Because they didn't have to, start switching it up on you. They could have just been honest like they had been. And for you, that's why I don't understand. Like you got to make me understand that though, okay? We got perfectionists. So you overcoming, like you're really trying to perfect overcoming these obstacles. Like you want to be really done with everything, okay? That was an obstacle for you, and you're working really hard to do that though. All right, and this person, they're trying to perfect this apology. They could be a perfectionist, okay? Yeah, goal oriented. Like you both have goals. You have goals separately, and they also have a goal to come towards you. You both could be entrepreneurs, is what I'm getting to. Woo. What else? Yep, traditional. Mm-hmm. Because it matters. Your morals and values matter. As you love on yourself, you realize that. And maybe, it wasn't a big deal for you like that until you really started getting in touch with yourself, that it is a big deal. You do deserve to get the love that you want. You do deserve that. And you shouldn't have to waver your boundaries, your morals, or anything to please anybody. So even with this person doing what they did, it was deeper than that for you. This goes back to your childhood. It was deeper than that. To always maybe feel like you have to be perfect for somebody to accept you. And that could stem from your parents, okay? This was deep for you, whoever I'm picking up on. So it is very important that somebody accepts you for who you are and they accept what you're looking for and what you're trying to do when you do it. All right? Like when you do what you do, right? You have to accept that for me and who I am. If you do not accept that, you do not align with that, we cannot entertain this, okay? And you're in your Empress energy. Your discernment is very heightened. You're gonna know if somebody playing a game with you. Okay, party animal. Yeah. See, people know you as the partier, all right, that you be out here kicking it and shit. That's a side note, but that's how people see you. That you be out here partying and shit. Whole time you're really loving on yourself and really realigning yourself and looking damn good while you're doing it. Okay, looking damn good. All right, we got entertaining. Yeah, y'all had a good time. Y'all chilled. Y'all did listen. Y'all had a good time and the conversations were good. The honesty was there to an extent. You were always honest. They started switching it up, okay? They became unhonest, okay? Because they did not know how to express those intense ass emotions that they had for you. That they really fell for you faster than they felt that they needed to, okay? And that, you guys were being so open about taking it slow and, having your options, dating still, like not just focusing on one and really learning what you want out here. Okay, it was just too easy for you to go along with that. They didn't believe that that's who you were until you showed them. Okay, stay from Jodeci. Yeah, they want you to stay for a little while after that date. Okay, listen, they said they want you to stay and continue on with them. Okay, we got energetic, so yeah, they be doing a lot. They got a lot of energy. Damn, the way that broke, feminine, that shit just split. All right, yeah, they know you're in your divine energy though. Okay, they know that you were in your soft era though. Yeah, they growing real weak, honey, very much so. They cannot take this anymore. They are losing control. Like, it's just the calmness that I say it is because it's like that's how this person is on the outside. You would listen, we cool, we chilling. They are a wreck on the inside. They are a wreck when it comes to you. They are a wreck. It's like that. It's like they're the guilt is more. It's like the guilt is eating them up to just come and express it. That they have to tell the truth and the whole truth, baby, and nothing but the truth. All right, judgmental. Yep. Because it's just like, what was the possibility of actually committing to you like that, though? Okay, they could have felt like that you were judging them. Okay, because they did change up on you, and you could have possibly been like, well, because I mean, you didn't have a reason to do that. Like that's just. They said I feel judged. Well, I mean, why would you move like that? So it's like, I don't know. That's what I'm getting, baby. Yeah, but you're a magnet. So it's like they don't want you to judge them, but they can't help but come your way. Like they can't help it. It's making me laugh because it's just like that could be something that they would say like, oh, I feel judged. Like I feel like you judging me. You know what I'm saying? Like it in that way. And like kind of you like, well, I kind of am judging you though because we was really solid, like damn near like best friend type shit. And you didn't even have to do all that. Like why did you have to move like that? You didn't have to. It had nothing to do with you because this whole time they have been magnetically drawn to you and really been fighting the temptation to just continue to want to just lay down with you and anything like that and not give you more. Okay, because they knew that they couldn't do that with you at the time. Baby, listen, they want you to stay. They don't want you to leave. They want you to come back. It's like they begging, but they can't resist it. They're about to lose control. So expect a message, okay? If they know where you stay, okay? Listen, they might already be like driving by your house type shit because they're a little possessive over you. You could be getting a lot of attention too as well on social media or just in general. And you could be around this person, mutual friends type shit. And yeah, they listen. That's they losing control on everything. Okay, it's getting a little to that point where it could be low key obsessive, but not in that way where it would cause harm to you. Okay, I want to be clear on that because really they over obsess about being perfect and what type of gifts they want to give you because they're a gift giver. This is how they express part of their apology. They're still working on how to express that the words and the emotions behind that. They don't know how to do that. So they want to show you, okay? Like they want to show you with gifts, but that might not be your thing. But if it is, I mean, they're definitely going to show you that. But whoever I'm picking up on, though, you necessarily that you're gonna have to come with some accountability, or we're not going to continue speaking. That's just who I'm getting. So let's see when this person might, slide your way. Okay, let's see. Sooner than expected. Okay, sooner than expected. Sooner than you think. They're coming. They're coming. Okay, this is like it definitely could be two different people. I'm just saying two different energies because the collective is pretty big at this point. Big. Okay, some of y'all you got this person coming in. You wouldn't expect them to though. Okay, because it's just like you didn't. It's almost like y'all both really didn't want to express that y'all had emotions for each other too. And you got to be accountable about that if you're going to receive them. That came in my mind. Okay, that definitely was a message for you though. They backed off, and so did you though. It got you out of expressing how you feel about them too. Okay, that is deeper. Okay, just because you was truthful with them, you wasn't telling them how you felt either. Yep, because you didn't wait around. You ran too, all right? Like, listen, you ran too. Like now, and the full moon's on here though, so they could still be coming around this time though. You haven't been waiting. You turned your back on it and you focused on yourself. You said, I ain't waiting for shit, and they know that, but they don't know how you feel about them either. Okay, so if you were to entertain this and you like where it was going and you process this, and you eventually want to have that conversation, okay, you need to have it before y'all could go further. That's for damn sure. All right. Look, we also got not likely though, and it's falling out under you in the rising phoenix. Okay, and loving on yourself, and you can definitely be in your purpose. And it might be a not likely because they could have possibly ghosted you too as well. Like you're really it matters. Okay, whoever I'm picking up on, I understand it. It matters. Okay, who you want in your life and your morals and what you value, the respect that's got to come with it, the openness, the willingness, the dedication. You deserve that and more, and then some. Okay, And you're not just gonna let nobody in on a hunch, okay? And if they ghosted you and you know they ain't had no business doing that, it's gonna be very hard for them to get back in. But what I'm getting is that you are guarded, but you are at a place that you would hear their apology. That doesn't mean that you're gonna take them back. This is just how they feel about you. Literally feel about you. Okay, everything's free will. You know I never say that. So for some of y'all, you might entertain it, okay? And it is being guided and it can definitely go far, okay? Some of y'all, you said, fuck that shit, I'm never going back. And that's okay too, because baby, you definitely, you're winning right now. Like you have done so much work on yourself, and that's very understandable. You want somebody to match you at that level, okay? So anyway, we're gonna leave it here. If this resonated with you, go ahead and hit that like button. Like it in general to energetically donate to the channel. It is free 99. It costs you not a damn thing. And to my new people, if you like how I read, baby, you're fucking with my vibe, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back. I'm going to throw something else in the mix. Y'all take care.